Hey guys, it's me, Star52, and I am back with another video. And this time I thought we'd do a Music Monday, but I'd call it a Now Playing, so that if anything happens for whatever reason, I don't have to specifically upload this on a Monday. We have a lot to get through, and I thought I'd do it as a video this time instead of doing it just as a blog post, because it's easier to talk about than it is to just type about. And I have lots and lots of things happening. So it is Monday, the 24th of June, and I have a long list on my computer in front of me so I don't forget anything. Here we go. Welcome to Now Playing. So first up we have Nemea Birla with an EP called Fingerprint. The song that I've chosen from this to go on my playlist is a song called All Night Long, which is a very feel-good Eurovision-esque song from Nemea, who is an Indian pop singer who I've been following for the last couple of years. She's released other songs like Better earlier this year, which are very... I think if India were allowed to enter Eurovision, and hey, let's be honest, Australia can do it, I don't see any reason why India can't, she would be like the first contestant for me for sure. Yeah, all her songs are generally very pop. For me, this is like the standout track. So that's All Night Long. Jessica Mauboy is an Australian pop singer, and she has just recently announced a new album called Hilda, which is said to be her most personable project to date, and that is out on the 18th of October, and we've had a teaser of that album in the form of the song Little Things. Now previously we had a song called Sunday, which is a little bit flirtatious, very pop, very chill, I would say, quite summery. This one is definitely more of a personal piano ballad. It's very stripped back. It very much lets her voice take away, and sonically that's perfect for me. The song itself is kind of about making mountains out of molehills, and giving too much and watching someone miss all of the little things in your relationship. So taking you for granted and running a mile with that. Arizona, with spaces in between each letter and capital letters and everything, have a new single called Nostalgic, which lyrically is about somebody who's been in relationships since and is remembering a breakup that they had a while ago, and for some reason that didn't work out, and just being nostalgic and loving someone that you used to love. As usual for an Arizona track, it's fairly poppy, it's fairly upbeat, it's fairly... if you like One Republic, you will probably like Arizona. Diplo and Cam. So this is an interesting choice. So Diplo is obviously an American producer, DJ. Cam is a country artist who I followed since her album Untamed. There are some brilliant songs on there like Mayday and what's the other one? I'm gonna have to look this up. And Hungover on Heartache. So it's an interesting choice, and normally a choice I would be right up there with. This is kind of an interesting project for Diplo, because Diplo, the album cover suggests that he is trying to make taking a more personable approach to music by using his given name rather than his stage name. So he's using Thomas Wesley, which I think is interesting, because this song to me works really well as a dance track. Like, there's nothing in the style of this song that sounds particularly country to me. Cam does a great job on the vocals, but the song doesn't have that classic country storytelling vibe to it, which I feel is really unique and really interesting about country music, and I just kind of wish there was a little bit more of that in this song. Going with the country theme, We also have Hunter Hayes, and he has a song called One Good Reason. And I've just really started listening to this, but it sounds like a really great song. My next song is Lost Kings featuring Anna Clendenning. I hope I'm saying all of these names right. And they have a song called Too Far Gone. This song has come at a really interesting point in my life, much like the Jessica Mauboy song. I really relate to these two songs at the moment. This has the most brilliant extended metaphor within it about the death of a relationship. And yeah, I find that really relatable at the moment. One of my favourite lines in this is the chorus, which is, "Come meet me at our funeral and help me dig our grave. We'll say some words and shed a tear and then we'll walk away." And I just think it uses that metaphor throughout the whole song, and it's just really beautiful in a I should not think this is beautiful kind of way, but it's very therapeutic for me in the moment. Next we have an EP from Emily Burns, and Emily Burns is a great English singer, songwriter, very pop again. She has an EP with 2 new songs that I haven't heard before on it, and those songs that I want to pay particular attention to are PDA and Ahead of Yourself. PDA is about public displays of affection and not the mobile device. And it's about giving someone else your affection only to feel really bitter when it's over. Emily Burns is definitely on that 2019 trend where everybody is bitter, really pleased with themselves for being a little bit of a and highly dysfunctional, and it feels really millennial to me. The line that I particularly like in PDA is, "Now I wish I never let you meet my parents, cause now I gotta call and tell them I know I got a little carried away and all they're gonna say is you'll be okay, never liked her anyway." Which to me is a great line, because I can absolutely see someone's parents being like, "Oh, it's fine, I thought she was a bit of a..." So it's a great song. I think at times it's a little bit clumsily written. It's very listenable too. I don't know that it will make it into any of my playlists, but it is a great song. Ahead of Yourself, very similarly. If you'd been stung by PDA, you would probably want to do this too. It's about taking baby steps in a relationship and not doing the big things until the big things matter. It's very much a, just because I said I love you doesn't mean I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Let's see how this plays out kind of song. Grace Carter, similarly on the theme of love, loss and heartbreak, has a new song called Wicked Game, and it's really about being scared to put your heart out on your sleeve and being scared to love again. Grace Carter, again, is an English songwriter. I think of her a lot like, I don't know, like a younger Adele. This song is very piano and it's beautiful. Hannah Jane Lewis. So Hannah Jane Lewis is an American pop singer, and I have been loving Not Yours Never Was recently. It's become one of my most played songs, I think, this year. Certainly a contender for Best Pop Song of 2019 at the moment. Again, very millennial, very bitter, very egotistical, I think, which isn't necessarily representative of her whole catalogue. I've also loved other songs, Raincheck, Aftershock and Frozen Frames, which is a little bit more thought-provoking. This one is called Is It Even You, and is a ballad. Again, I've been loving a lot of ballads this week. I read this as being about a family member, or I suppose you could argue it is about a partner or a love interest who is dealing with addiction and alcoholism. This is really though about either Hannah or the character that Hannah is playing dealing with that person either being an alcoholic or being some kind of addict to something, to the point where it has changed this person. I don't know whether this person is aware of this, but I like to think that this song is about trying to get through to them that they are changing and that you don't like the person that they have become. A couple of lines. No Home Sweet Home, just warnings every time I come back. Only come back for you, but you're like a stranger. I don't want to hold back, so don't ask me to. Is it even you anymore? 'Cause the bottles don't hide the pain. I miss the girl I only see in flashes. Don't want to let her go. Is it even you? It's quite powerful. It's very heartbreaking. Go listen to it. We have an album now from Wellyoung, and this is the first album he has done in 4 years. And it is called Lexicon, and I think it's actually the only album on this playlist. It's his 7th studio album, which I wasn't aware of, and it has been branded by Apple Music and Will himself as luxurious pop, and I must say I quite agree. There's nothing on here that I think is going to be revolutionary. There is nothing that is going to redefine pop music as it stands. It's very chill, it's very mature, it's very masterful pop music creation. My standout tracks for me are tracks that we've already heard, All the Songs and My Love. All the Songs is very shuffly, it's very bouncy. My Love, again, is more of a ballad. And then continuing with that theme, we have Ground Running, which is probably the favourite as I've been flicking through the album, looking at the songs. I've really fallen in love with Ground Running and also Scars. Next, I have a few additions that I have added today, in fact. So this is my Kpop Corner. Maybe we'll keep that as a running theme. Today I have a few songs that I have discovered, and they're not necessarily new. I think they've been out for a month or so already. The first one is by a performer called ID, spelled E-Y-E-D-I. And they have a new single out called And New. This is very analog 80s pop inspired, so it has that whole tape slow effect, I guess. The idea that you have recorded a song on an old cassette and it's just starting to show a little bit more warmth and maybe mutate a little bit. It's a pretty chill summer bop. I would definitely say this will feel right at home on anybody's summer vibes playlist. It's sweet. Red Velvet have a new EP called The Reeve Festival Day 1. I have been following Red Velvet since their 2007 EP called The Red Summer, and I think of them as one of my go-to summer bands because most of their songs are very upbeat, are very catchy. They're just perfect for me and for my summer moods. Two songs that I really like on this EP are Sunny Side Up and Parade. They also have another EP called Sappy out, and there is a song on that called Swimming Pool, which again fits that vibe perfectly. And then last but not least, we have a Korean boy band. So move over BTS. No, I'm kidding. They are called ATEEZ, and they have a new EP out as well called Treasure EP3 1 to All. And I love all of these like Korean mini album things because people release a lot more music in a year. This EP for me has a couple of standout tracks, but the one that I am adding to the playlist this week is a song called Wave. This is, as you might expect from any boy band of 2019, it's a tropical, summery song. What more can I really say? That is my NowPlaying playlist. As usual, I will leave the link to the playlist below, so you can go check that out on Apple Music. Feel free to like, subscribe, and ding the bell when I post a new NowPlaying video. Let me know how this has gone. Do you like this kind of thing? As usual, I will see you again soon. Bye guys, enjoy the rest of your day.